Hello everyone and welcome back to Around the Bush, the show where we give you the latest updates on sponsored content, premium content, what's going on behind the scenes. This is the show where we let you know. Just back from Gamescom, this is the first, I think, Saturday edition of Around the Bush. We literally just came back. We went home, we took a shower, we ate something, and we came straight here. We are
broken.
Yeah. We are broken
Very
man.
tired.
Broken man. Gamescom was a lot of fun. In a nutshell, we got to capture Jump Force, which we posted already. We got to capture One Piece World Seeker directly, not over the shoulder crap. So that's going to be coming out around midnight UK time, I think. Then we had a couple of interviews with the producers of Jump Force and One Piece World Seeker. Pretty short interviews. The one with Jump Force is slightly longer, but the one with World Seeker is pretty short. Those should be coming out next week. Other than that, we saw Cyberpunk because we wanted to see Cyberpunk. It's not a game that we're going to cover. And we absolutely fell in love with it. We saw Kingdom Hearts and played it, but couldn't capture anything. So it was just, we kind of played it. And it was a build that it's already been out there for a while. It's like the Toy Story stuff and the Colosseum stuff. So that's what we did.
Yeah, but regardless, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun to see the new mechanics and a lot of stuff happening on screen. It's beautiful. The game is beautiful.
There's a lot going on. Like yeah, as far as like powered up sword stances and whatnot, like you're constantly like getting that stuff. You didn't play the Colosseum though.
No, just...
So the Colosseum was like a much earlier build, and it wasn't as crazy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it seems to ramp up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Whoa.
We also played My Hero.
My Hero.
Justice,
oh my
and
god.
that was a...
I'm very much looking forward to buying that Japanese version.
I mean, it was a surprise because like I knew there was something to that game, but I didn't expect to like it that much.
Yeah.
The game feels really balanced. I really enjoyed playing the game.
Except for Dabi.
Yeah, Dabi is a fucking...
It's a problem.
He's a problem.
Dabi's
He's
a problem.
zoner. He's a proper zoner.
Yeah. But no capture on that stuff. The game's out in Japan, and so I very much look forward to buying that game and next week starting to do live streams on the channel for everyone to watch. That's sort of the plan. Gamescom is a lot of walking around. What was it, like 70 kilometers?
Almost 70 kilometers.
Yeah, and then on Friday when we were gonna come back, we were gonna stream Naruto, we were gonna post that One Piece World Seeker gameplay, our flight got cancelled. And all of a sudden we had to figure out which flight could we book next, and we could only book the flight for the next day, and then we had to figure out, okay, where the hell are we gonna stay for the night? Because we had nothing else, and we went super over budget. Yeah, so that was a big bummer. Other than that, Gamescom was a terrific experience, I think.
Yeah, for me, like it was the first time, and as I was saying earlier in chat, like it was one of the best experiences I had in the gaming business, and also like it's great to be around so many people that enjoy games, and like it's a good feeling. I've told this to Glauco. Glauco once told me, look, the business area in Gamescom is way better. There's a lot of light. It's so much calmer than the usual crazy stuff that's happening in Gamescom, and I was like, nah, that can happen. It's like you want the music, you want the confusion, you want the games, but man, business area is just great.
Yeah,
it is great.
Especially because this was like the fullest I've seen Gamescom in 4 years covering the event. I've never seen so many people at Gamescom. It was,
I think, 370K visited the event so far.
Complete nightmare.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's just insane. And it's cool because we can even in the middle of the confusion, we can like have a break. Just we can go to the business area and just hang out for a bit because it's so calm. It was great. It was a great experience.
Yeah.
I had so much fun, and even like hanging out. We had a cool place to stay, Airbnb.
Yeah.
It was cool to just hang out, play some Nintendo Switch, in Germany. It was great. It was a great experience. Apart from the fucking flight being cancelled, it was awesome. Just awesome.
Yeah, we're just sort of exhausted now. We could have used this weekend, but I wanna get my hands on that Naruto stuff, on that Naruto demo, because I haven't had a chance yet, and I want to post that One Piece gameplay so you guys can watch it. So we're putting in the extra time today to bring you that stuff, and that's what's going on. That's basically Gamescom in a nutshell. Thanks for joining me for this section, I think.
I guess.
Yeah. Describing your first time. If there are questions for Rinnegan, ask them at the end. I'll call him back.
Let me know.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Sure
I'm gonna
thing.
start that edit.
All right. Speaking of Naruto, we have a live stream coming out about 1 hour from now, and it's a live stream that I had planned for Friday. I'm gonna be making teams, so if you're in chat, if you're online, if you wanna get together and play in a team during this live stream, you can go ahead and join me. I'll be on Discord. So yeah, just know that the stream starts in 1 hour. It goes for about 90 minutes. You don't have to be there for the full duration. Just let me know how long you can be there for. Yeah, I'll be on Discord making teams. Same stuff as usual. With that, I don't have a lot of updates. I mean, I probably have a lot of updates, but this is kind of put together in a hurry, so I couldn't think of a lot of stuff. But there was one thing that happened while I was in Germany that sort of annoyed me, and I want to tackle it. I want to talk about it. So there's a pinned message on TGN Anime about Dennis canceling his sponsorship. All right, so I'm just gonna read first, and then I'll give my 2 cents on why this kind of pissed me off. Canceling my sponsorship, nothing wrong with everyone here, but I'm not getting what I thought this was. Cool community, but I joined because I thought I could play with Globku more, but that barely happens. Exclusive content I thought would be cool, and it was at first, but now even when they play Monster Hunter, they seem bored and unenthusiastic about it, as if they don't want to play it. I see no point in continuing to pay for no value. This Discord is getting stale for me, and honestly, I'm only explaining myself to you guys specifically, not Globku, because he literally does not care if he loses a sponsor. He said so himself. Makes me feel like we aren't appreciated or cares about any of us, since he had that mindset. So, Dennis said a lot of shit about me here. That is just not true. He showed a screenshot later with the message that he's quoting. I don't care if I lose a sponsor, I care more about building a healthy community. And I love that you guys did this so much. You immediately asked, hang on, what was the context, you know? When did he say this? I love that you didn't just take this at face value, and you actually wanted to know, that doesn't make sense. Globku wouldn't say this. Fuck yeah, I wouldn't. We were discussing, like, what happens if someone is being racist, or if someone is being, you know, annoying to someone else, if they're harassing someone. And the answer is, I would probably ban them, because even if they're paying me, if they're being shitty, I would ban them, and I don't care if I lose a sponsor that way. I care more about building a healthy community. So yeah, if someone's being shitty, I will ban that fucker. Like, no questions asked. It doesn't matter if they're paying me or not. I've done it in the past, only once, and I hope I don't have to do it again. But sorry, yeah, Dennis, like, coming out with this reason. It's fine if you want to cancel your sponsorship if you don't think it's worth it anymore, if your money is not put to good use. But like this, explaining myself to you guys specifically, not Globku, because he does not care. Like, this is bullshit. And I thought, you know, that Dennis was better than this. He literally spread a lie on his way out. So the message was pinned by George, who is our mod bush. I don't know what happened to him, because he's not a mod bush anymore, but I was in Germany, I can keep up. Now that I'm addressing this publicly, I think it's fair to remove the pin. Everyone had time to see it, and now it's on this video forever. So yeah, he left. If you think like your money is not well spent here, that's fine. He joined because he thought he could play with me more. I try whenever I can, but if that's not satisfying you, then I guess you're entitled to not be happy about that. Exclusive content I thought would be cool, and now we're bored when we play Monster Hunter. I very much enjoyed Monster Hunter. Speaking for myself, though, I feel like on these live streams, I'm a bit more worried about Rinnegan learning the ropes, learning the mechanics, than actually enjoying the game myself. And Rinnegan has told me off camera several times that he enjoys the game, but he doesn't think it's a good game for a live stream because he feels like we should be playing like 3 hours in a row or something like that, and we don't have that sort of time for a premium show. That said, I think, yeah, a lot of like the beginning of Monster Hunter is figuring out a lot of stuff, so we're not gonna be yeah. Oh, we're not gonna be. We're having fun, but maybe it's not like the crazy fun that was like sort of Naruto. Where we were goofing around all the time. Like there's not a lot of space for goofing around when you're trying to understand super complex mechanics. And yeah, this bullshit about like she said it doesn't care about losing a sponsor. We aren't appreciated because he has this mindset. Like that's straight up a lie. So. I liked Dennis, and the way he left before, like, I was even able to reply and say, what the fuck, dude? Really left a bad taste in my mouth. Really, really bad taste. So, yeah, not a fan of that. I thought I should address it. Now you know why Dennis left, and now you know what the context for that message is. Fuck that. Anyway, time to move on to Q&A. If you're watching this after the fact, there's not a lot of people watching live because this wasn't scheduled with a lot of time beforehand. But if you're not watching this live, you can leave a comment in the comments down below. I always go to the previous live stream and read the comments beforehand. In this case, it's the first time I think there's no comments in a very long time. So we move on to chat, and we also move on to Discord. If you guys have any questions that you would like to ask in a voice setting, move here to the waiting bush and I'll pull you into the private stream and let's talk. All right, chat. Hey Globku, how was Gamescom? Pull the video back. That's the first thing I talked about. I haven't knew the context of what you said. George. Oh, George left? Okay. All right. No goodbyes, huh? I forgot what did Doyo said. We have to schedule that match specifically. It's happening next week. I don't know exactly when, but it's happening next week. Why George left? Yeah, I didn't even know he left, so... Thoughts on Roshi in recent manga chapter? Oh, I'm not keeping up with the manga. I actually should get back to it in Dragon Ball. Huh. Don't say anything else. Now I know Roshi has a role, but yeah, I want to check it myself. Shinobi Strikers beta already out. There's no beta anymore. What's out now, it's the demo, and the demo is out on PS4 and I think Xbox One as well. It's out on both. But it ends on PS4 today, and it ends on Xbox next Wednesday, I think. So you've got a lot of time to play if you're on Xbox. Dorodoya told me you're scared. No, he didn't. Was it because of the problem with Neko? The whole Dennis thing? Yeah. The whole Dennis thing, we were talking about Neko versus Titan in private messages and some stuff that Neko said. And then I told him, yeah, I mean, Neko acted poorly. He knows he acted poorly. He apologized. Titan thought, you know, it's all good. So if Titan isn't offended, it's not our place to be offended instead of Titan, right? Like, if Titan thinks it's okay, I'm not going to go out there, no, you're not okay. Like, no, fucking, they sorted their shit out. And my goal on that conversation was, you two are grown-ups. You figure it out, right? Neko yelled out something slightly racist or very racist. I don't know. Depends on how you interpret it. Titan didn't like it. Neko later apologized specifically for it. Titan said, we cool. And from there, the conversation evolved into, well, what if someone said this and that? Well, I would ban them, but everything worked out here. Like, it's like Dennis wanted me to ban Neko or whatever. I don't know what his goal was. So your Bushkage is going to be a female at launch since the data is carrying over. I haven't created my character yet. That's just a thumbnail. And I think that's it for questions. Yeah. Shinobu, what's going on? You're gonna have to rewind the video a little bit. This was an intense around the bush. Very, very intense. Okay, wait, Glauco. Who is the Shinobi on the thumbnail then? I was in Germany and I wrote to Nancy, hey Nancy, make me a custom character. My only requirement is that he or she has green hair. And that's a character by Nancy. She didn't log into the game and make it. She probably photoshopped it together. Who would you like to see Season 2 DLC? Fighters, I would love to see Gregory. I would love to see Roshi, Janemba. Yeah. You see, Season 2 leaks for Fighters are Omega Shenron. Yeah. I would love to see some GT representation, actually. Yeah. Have you seen the Season 2 leaks for Fighters? If it's the same leaks from months ago, yes. If there is new stuff, then no. I have not. But I have made a video on it in the past. So, Fighters DLC Season 2. Yeah, new leaks. The Gogeta, Roshi. Is that it? Are those the leaks? This is... I wouldn't believe any of this. Like 5 months ago already. Too soon. Like even Arc Systems didn't know who they were going to be at this time. When are the next matches with Globku happening? Glad you had a safe trip. I don't know. I'm gonna play the Naruto beta. I'm gonna grab my fighting controller and I'm gonna take it home. So we can play anytime during the weekend. Or sometime during the weekend. I don't know. I'll have to coordinate with my opponents. In this case, it's Jay. Jay's around a lot, so we shouldn't have problems making this match. Though I do need to follow some folks that have made it to the quarterfinals. Yep. Okay. Any more questions? Don't think so. All right. Thank you very much for watching another update video with Around the Bush. I wanted to fight against you, Mario. This must have been a great match. I told Jay ahead of time, Jay versus Mario is going to be great. Yeah. You can still make it back, right? Yeah, you're still here. You can still make it to losers. Still not out of the question. I do want to fight against you guys a lot more often. And there is like sort of a plan to make that happen, but TGN is not going to let me do anything extra until we get a lot more support. Follow me. Yeah, I want to follow you. I want to follow you, MKV. Basically. Okay. This, I think we got a new dude here just now. Basically, last week I told you we've reached $3,000 in the last 28 days or so, which is great because this channel costs $5,000 per month. So we're making good progress. We're 3 out of 5. That's great. That's perfect. That's very, very, very good progress. What TGN has told me, or what I proposed to TGN was, okay, we're getting closer to the channel bringing in profit. What is like the final sort of content strategy, the final content schedule for premium? And we have the Monday show, the Monday premium show, and we have these Around the Bush updates. Right, so far these are the only 2 premium things that you have exclusive. Then there's the Play Games with Globku, which have mostly been live streams of Shinobi Striker and Fighters tournaments. But obviously a lot of people don't get to fight in Fighters tournaments. So one of my ideas is we have Around the Bush on Friday. We have... Is this the left? No, okay. We have the premium show on Monday. We have Around the Bush on Friday. There's still 3 days of the week where we have nothing with premium members. So one of these days I wanted to have a live stream where it's just for premium members and the focus is playing games with you. So even if you can't play, you're still watching me play with other people. And whenever you can make it to the live stream, you can totally play whatever game we're playing. And we'd rotate games and we'd rotate platforms and all that. But for that, I think we need to reach like 700 premium bushes or something. Which sounds like a big number. We have 130 on YouTube. We have 26 here, plus 7 times 5, plus 1 times 10, plus 2 times 20. Do the math. We're over 300 already. So before that, there's another piece of content, which is a podcast. I'd love to try and launch a podcast, and I think we can do it at like 500 premium bushes. So yeah, there's sort of a long-term plan, and I do want to play more games with you, but like TGN is not gonna say, yeah, go ahead, do this thing, do this extra thing, while the channel's not making money, which is understandable, honestly. Excited for Shinobi Striker? 100% yes. Need to have a proper match with you, yeah. Could fight us during some of your public live streams. 2 birds, 1 stone plus advertisement. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. Anything that isn't Dragon Ball FighterZ ranked does a lot worse than if it was Dragon Ball FighterZ ranked. I see premium content as sort of things that I think are cool and you guys are gonna love, but YouTube hates. Stuff that the algorithm is gonna crush. But I'm like, no, but people want to see this. Even if like your algorithm, your stupid algorithm is not gonna put this in front of people. So I can't make these videos public because they'll actually hurt the channel. No, I think, yeah. So I think that's one such idea where I'm just fighting you guys. Like, I don't think a lot of people would be into watching that. Yeah, I think it's more important to bring a lot more people in, and then yeah, we're playing matches. And if someday we grow enough to have, you know, another editor perhaps, then they can pick up those private live streams and edit like a couple of highlights to put out to the public. That is, I think, a good strategy. But live streaming, playing with you guys, I don't think that works. I don't think that works in favor of the channel. Yeah. It would perform poorly. Okay, I want to see that old premium intro make it back. The one with the fedora. Was that... Oh. Super Senpai? That was a show. That was a fun show. Super Senpai could come back. Yeah, it totally could. Right, I can't search for this because it's unlisted. I think that... By the way, you have access to this through the exclusive content. I'm actually going to do this through exclusive content. If you go to exclusive content, you can watch what he's talking about. Scroll up. It's one of the first things we did. Super Senpai! There we go. It's a badass intro. It's good, it's good, it's good! Yeah. Unfortunately, there was like 1 or 2 people watching at the time. We were a lot smaller though. So that's another possibility. We have 5 days of the week. Currently 2 have a premium show. Still 3 missing. But for that, we need to grow. Otherwise, TGN is not going to give me green light on any of that stuff. With that said, this is a very long around the bush. Thank you for watching, folks. Catch you on Discord, and I'll be making teams for Naruto. The Naruto live stream starts in 35 minutes. See you then. Bye.